I would like to discuss with you now and try to answer the question, what is a blood sugar spike? So, first of all, we have to clarify some details about the previous explanation I gave you, because indeed the normal value of the blood sugar is 80 milligrams per deciliter, but having temporarily above 100 or even 124 doesn't make you diabetic or pre-diabetic, because the idea of these values, according to the explanation, is that if you are not having diabetes nor pre-diabetes, your your average blood sugar value should be in a range between 80 and 100 during the whole day, during the weeks. But if you are already diagnosed with pre-diabetes, it is expected that your blood sugar is going to be around 100 and 124. And the same for diabetes. If you are having already diabetes, you have been diagnosed, or you are having it for some time, if we take a blood test, the result should be should indicate that you are having already above 124 as an average during the day. Okay, so what is it considered a blood sugar spike? We can define it in two ways. But the general concept of a blood sugar spike has to do as a comparison of what you are usually having. For example, you are usually working in the office, or having having a job in which you're working in a kitchen. So let's take as an example the office job first. You are working in your computer as every day, and then you get the news that let's say you just get bad news. Okay, let's not say anything specific. You just get bad news, and news that are not good for you professionally. So you will get stressed, you will lose your composure. So definitely there will be some sugar raising. So depending on how bad is the news that you are getting, let's say you are not having diabetes or pre-diabetes, you are having an average of 80, the sugar may raise temporarily to maybe 100, 120, 140, but eventually this sugar spike should go down, because it's not expected to be sustained as a high permanent sugar raising. Okay, but let's say you are having already pre-diabetes or diabetes. Let's say your average sugar is 110, 120. So these sugar spikes can be very exaggerated. You know, like sometimes it can go even above 180, even above 200. It's relative. So we should have this in mind, that a sugar spike isn't going to be the same for a normal person, comparing it to a person that is having pre-diabetes or diabetes. So as a so to have this concept more clear, sugar spike, let's write it down here, sugar spike, usually in average is the increase, the temporal increase of blood sugar in around 40 to 60 or more units, but the average would be 40 to 60. Okay, 40 to 60. So 40 to 60 units is an amount which is considered, according to the literature, as an average increase to be considered a sugar spike. Okay, so it's a glucose spike. But the detail with spikes, with sugar spikes, is that they are not permanent. Okay, so if you are taking on yourself a blood test and you are getting, let's say, 100, but you don't have any other symptom of pre-diabetes or diabetes, you shouldn't alarm yourself thinking that you are having it. You should subsequently do more blood tests, and also considering the other clinical clinical features of diabetes, the other symptoms that are coming together with it. Of course, I want to encourage you to keep a track on your sugar if you are doubting, if you are suspecting that you may have any of these conditions. But I just wanted to share with you this idea that what a blood sugar spike is about. Because the idea of a blood sugar spike is the increase in the blood sugar, which is going to reach a peak and eventually is going to get depleted back to the normal values or back to the average values that you were having previously. Okay, so this is, as a concept, a sugar spike. Thank you.